other explorers create an entirely new civilization on an island in the Pacific Ocean. Mankind is ever restless.
The urge to create, indeed the urge to glorify, no matter where we are in the world, no matter what our resources are, no matter even what tools are available, that urge is universal.
Living in total isolation, these people will build some of the most iconic statues in the world. Easter Island in the Pacific Ocean. Polynesians carved statues from rock with Stone Age tools. Mankind, the builder.
It's extraordinary because they were made so many centuries ago, and yet they capture the imagination. They startle us because they're so mysterious. With all our technology, the statues of Easter Island still awe us.
A monument to an ancestral chief, like the man who first led them here, Hotu Matua. Pioneer, savior, founder of a civilization. Driven from his native land by tribal warfare, he's taken a few dozen of his people on an epic journey.
Hotu Matua must have been an incredible leader to convince this group of people to follow him into the unknown. And he must have had this great sense of hope and optimism, which fortunately for him turned out to be well-founded.
Without charts or compasses, he has traveled 2,500 miles to one of the remotest places on Earth. A volcanic island, half the size of Detroit, in the vast emptiness of the Pacific Ocean.
I've sailed across the Pacific, and I know how big that ocean is. It's huge. You're down in a canoe, you can only see 4 or 5, maybe 6 miles. You know, you can't see that far, so you're on the sea level. If you sail past an atoll, it's only tree high. If you're 10 miles away, you've missed it. So actually putting a real needle in a haystack, you're gonna find that needle before you're gonna find Easter Island.
The key to crossing the ocean, an instinct for navigation.
The Polynesians were so amazing. Their ability to navigate, their understanding of the stars, of celestial navigation was unparalleled. And they used it to spread over almost the entire Pacific, all the way to New Zealand.
On Easter Island, entirely alone, they'll create a unique civilization, surrounded by statues of their ancestral gods.
If you think about it, virtually all of the great monuments of the past were built for a spiritual purpose, as if satisfying the human need to reach out to the afterlife. And Easter Island reveals the urge to celebrate, to commemorate epic monuments that are still impressive thousands of years later and will be thousands of years from now.
Known as Moai, the tallest is 33 feet high and weighs 82 tons. As heavy as the space shuttle.
Humans work so hard. We never just settle down and happily farm and live. We're always building something, exploring something, doing something that's a challenge that's bigger than ourselves.
Legend says the statues walk magically into place. In reality, they are dragged over land. The forests provide all the building materials the islanders need. Palm trees 80 feet tall become canoes and huts, and rollers to transport the moai. To lift them into place, wooden levers and ropes made from tree fiber.
Nothing like these statues, and they were made with such primitive technology. We're fascinated by them. With these beautiful eyes staring out at you, it captures something, I think, in our hearts.
The Easter Islanders build 900 moai, protecting their isolated community. But in doing so, they hasten their own downfall.
Unfortunately, their protection didn't last. Once the forests were cut down, you had an ecological disaster on Easter Island. Once the last trees were gone and they couldn't make canoes anymore, their paradise became a prison.
Although some believe extraterrestrials moved the moai, scientists have more earthbound theories. Norwegian Thor Heyerdahl led a team to drag a 13-foot, 10-ton moai on a tree trunk. William Malloy used a desktop model to postulate the use of an inverted wooden V. But oral tradition says the statues walked. Czech engineer Pavel worked with Heyerdahl to move a statue with a twisting motion. Charles Love stood his moai upright on a sledge over rollers. But stories of the walking statues persisted. So Terry Hunt and Carl Lippo tried a new approach. They said 3 small groups could have walked a moai, 2 to rock the statue forward and 1 from behind to stabilize it. In 2011, 18 people walked a 10-foot statue using this technique. While no one theory has proven the mode of locomotion, it's a new look at what may have happened centuries ago.